It's a rainy day outside, so students may feel a bit bummed out. Or it's after lunch and everybody's feeling a bit sleepy after a big meal. Whatever the reason, a class may be disengaged from learning in the form of sleep, lack of attentiveness, or even disruptive behavior. Before we talk about cognitive engagement, let's look at what it means to be engaged in the classroom. Students are engaged when they are paying attention, energized by the lesson, intrigued, and inspired. Now, how about cognitive engagement? Traditionally, cognitive engagement was measured by students' attendance, homework completion, participation in extracurricular activities, positive social interactions with their peers and teachers, and motivation when participating in classroom discussions. Today, cognitive engagement is defined as the extent to which students are willing and able to take on the learning task at hand. This includes the effort and time that they put into the assigned task. Although a student's disposition toward learning can influence the extent of their engagement, cognitive engagement is often dependent on the task at hand because the task determines the extent of students' autonomy. For example, listening to a lecture is less engaging than self-initiating research. The level of autonomy is inherently related to an activity or task and largely determines the degree to which students engage cognitively with that activity or task. With this theory in mind, teachers can influence the student's level of autonomy by using certain engagement strategies. Teachers can change the trajectory of student autonomy by using engagement strategies such as academic games, friendly controversy, and presenting unusual information. Teachers can use academic games as an engagement strategy. Games are naturally engaging for most students. Students are cognitively engaged with academic games because they motivate students to discover something, search for something, or obtain a goal using clues or specific skills. Students can also easily identify or describe the content that the game focuses on and use the game as an effective review activity. Book It, for example, is a popular game that allows teachers to customize questions related to lesson content and place it into fun, interactive video games. Another engagement strategy is friendly controversy. We are usually highly engaged when we are in a conversation with someone we disagree with, especially if the topic is controversial. However, a civil argument can be quite productive. With friendly controversy, teachers can have students defend their positions on topics that they disagree with. Students can feel free to disagree with other classmates so long as they are respectful and allow their peers to express their own positions and opinions. One last engagement strategy that we can utilize is presenting unusual information. This is personally one of my favorites. Unusual information almost always piques our interest because we are curious about information that does not automatically fit our preconceived notions. Unusual information catches the student's attention. Teachers can present unique fun facts related to the lesson content. They can also nurture interest with web quests, where students explore the internet to find interesting and obscure information related to the lesson content. To wrap things up, let's review the following information. Cognitive engagement reflects how much time and effort a student puts into an assigned task. The task determines the extent of students' autonomy, and cognitive engagement is typically dependent on the task at hand versus a student's disposition toward learning. As teachers, we can control the flow of engagement by using various engagement strategies such as academic games, friendly controversy, and the presentation of unusual information. Teachers are not limited to these engagement strategies, so be sure to experiment with different strategies to see which one fits your teaching style best.